I started up this morning about 6 o'clock, like any other normal-ish morning, and got to the job and I thought I had a little over an hour. I'm going to install this attic ladder by myself because that's easy to do, right? Doing it attic ladder by yourself. But somebody has to do it, and I don't really have a whole lot of help for things like that at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I developed a game plan to install it by myself and was about 3/4 of the way through it when the painters arrived, and they were pretty well self-sustained, not a big deal. And when the appliance people arrived, and they're like, we got all the appliances. I'm like, okay, cool. I thought, I guess I never really clarified on what all appliances were coming. Anyway, it didn't matter. What I didn't realize is, amongst everything else, I overlooked the fact that the plumbers had not put valves on any of the water lines behind the fridge or the freezer. Now, these are built-ins. Like, these are, panel-ready type built-ins. So once they're in there, you don't move them out. Like, it's a big thing, right? To move the appliances out. Anyway, they're like, we can't install this. So, and they're like, oh yeah, the range doesn't have a plug. And then I remember that the plugs are on back order from the supply house, and that they still hadn't contacted me, and that's the reason that plug wasn't in, and I had totally forgotten about it. So I'm like, okay, call Jason, see if we can get plumbers today. Call Jason. He's like, yeah, I'll call you back. And then I took off to Lowe's to grab a range plug, just one off the shelf at Lowe's, right? So I get to Lowe's in Ozark. It's a mile from my house. It's easy to do, right? Right over there. Get to there, and they are fresh out of range plugs. Go figure. So Erica happened to call me, and she's like, hey, you know what's going on? I quickly explained to her. She's like, is there anything you can do? I'm like, yes, run to Lowe's in Springfield. I see they have like 6 in stock. Grab a range plug, bring it to me. I'll send you the link. You can find it real easy. So she did that. I run back to the house, and I get everything as prepped as I can. I get there, and then all of a sudden the carpet people show up, and they're like, oh, we were hoping to use this big open space in the living room to cut. We need to use it because it's the only place to unroll the carpet to cut our carpet pieces. But the painters had turned the living room into a paint booth, and we're currently using it as a paint booth. And they were painting the spindles for the stair rails. And so I'm like, well, you can use the bonus room above the garage, but the carpet was too big for, I do want to get up here. The carpet was too big for the guy to get up the stairs around the bend by himself. Completely understandable. So I jumped in, lent a hand with that. Then I jumped out, moved a couple wires under the island so the wires are where they need to be. And then my dryer plug, or my range plug arrived with Erica. Got that installed, and the fires were put out. Kevin Alba calls me right in the middle of all this. This is kind of funny. He's like, hey, can you just look over everything and make sure everything's ready? I'm like, yeah, dude, I got so many fires right now. I can definitely do that, though. So I will do that tonight after the wedding. Yeah, there's a wedding today. It is 9:31. I have to leave my house at 12:30. Meanwhile, I'm on my way to go pick up a bunch of shutters and go do a shutter install, and hopefully have that done by noon. I'll get back to my house by noon so I can get cleaned up, leave the house at 12:30, and drive all the way to, I don't remember the town right off the top of my head. It's an hour away though, and do all of these things. So it's been a chaotic and crazy day, but we're making it happen. And I'm driving Judy because Clifford threw a check engine light 2 weeks ago, and I haven't had time to do anything to even like I spent an hour or so just looking at what could be a week and a half ago. That's a lot of time I've had because I've been all over the dang country. Anyway, crazy chaos, good chaos. We're making progress. We're making leaps and bounds of progress. That's why it's so chaotic. And then the tile guys are showing up. They were just pulling in as I was pulling out to finish the backsplash in the Pretty Pantry, which is gorgeous, by the way. You guys have to check that out. We'll upload a video maybe in the next day or so. I might shoot a video this evening and upload it. Anyway, all those things are happening, and it's crazy and chaotic and fun, and a big old ball of stress, but we're achieving and rocking and rolling. So y'all have a good day, and like, subscribe, share. All those things that they tell you, everybody else tells you to do on their YouTube channel. Yeah, do that on this one too. I'm not sure why, but might as well, right? Have a good one. Bye.